Hey guys, today I'm going to create a look using one of my current favorite eyeshadow quads, and this is the new Tom Ford quad Badass, and this is from the Extreme line from Tom Ford. I really like this eyeshadow quad and I think that I'm going to be using it a lot during the holiday season, so I felt inspired to use this eyeshadow quad today, and this is the look that I am going to show you today. Please take a moment to subscribe and like at the end of this video, and don't forget to leave me a comment. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm not going to do my base right now. I just did my skincare and I want to leave everything to soak in. So that's why I'm just going to start with my eyes and then I'm going to do my base after that. I'm going to start by applying a little bit of concealer, and this is a Chanel concealer on my eyelids, and this is going to work like a base. I usually don't use eyeshadow base, but I prefer to use concealer, and I usually use either the Chanel concealer or the YSL illuminating pen. And how gorgeous is that? So I'm going to start first by using this pale shade right here. I'm going to take it with my finger because it's quicker, and I'm just going to quickly apply this on my mobile eyelid, and then I'm going to use a brush to blend a little bit more the edges. And the only reason why I'm using my fingertips when I'm doing my makeup is just because it's quicker. But if you prefer to use a brush and to be more professional, go ahead and use whatever works for you. Fingertips work really nice for me because I'm not a professional makeup artist. And now that I have some color on my eyelids, I'm going to use a flat brush. This is a Chanel brush. And I'm going to apply the color all over my eyelid. Same color, but with the brush I'm going to blend the edges. So I'm going to be applying this color also in my inner corners, all over my eyelid and a little bit in the crease. And it gives a little bit of sheen on my eyelid, but it's not very noticeable. Probably you're not seeing this little sheen very well, but also I don't see that sheen very much. So that's why I think that this color is very suitable for everyday. If you want to use this eyeshadow palette on an everyday basis, I think you can do that, because this color, it's a very pretty, it gives a very pretty sheen, but it's nothing too much, and you can wear this also if you work in an office, for example. Now I'm going to be using the same brush, but the purple color here, and I'm going to apply this color very lightly above my crease, because I just want to have that vintage effect. I'm almost giving myself a vintage effect and just defining my crease. And always when you're applying the color in your crease or when you're working in your crease, make sure to not to close your eyes, because you are not going to be able to see where you're applying the color. Make sure to just look down. Just make sure that the mirror that you're using is down so that you can tilt your head a little bit back, and that's how you're going to see how the color looks. Otherwise, if you close your eye and start applying the color, you're going to end up looking weird, most probably. So what I'm doing here is basically I'm defining the crease, and I'm actually putting the crease where I want it to be, a little bit upper than it is, because this is going to give me that kind of a vintage look. And now I'm going to blend everything. This is a clean brush. It's the other side of the brush. I want my crease to be visible, but I don't want it to look like a cut crease. I want this to be softer. Now I'm going to be using the darkest color of the quad, and I'm going to be using this with an eyeliner brush, and I'm going to be using it as an eyeliner. And I'm actually going to elongate the eyeliner a little bit more. And I'm going to do the same on the other eye, just dragging the flick a little bit. So here, take your time when you're lining your eye. If you want to have that vintage effect, definitely you have to take your time while you're doing the line. Once you get used to it, it doesn't take too much time, but if you're a beginner, it's going to take you a little bit longer to get the shape of your eye. So just work in small sections. So here I have a little bit of fallout, so I'm really happy that I didn't apply foundation. Now using the same dark color, I'm going to line my lower lash line, but just the outer part of my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take the purple color, again an eyeliner brush, and I'm going to go over the grayish color on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take a black eyeliner and I'm going to line just the outer part of my upper lash line very lightly, just to intensify the black there. And now that I have the eyeliner on, I'm going to go back with the purple shade and I'm going to correct my crease. I'm going to apply a little bit more of the purple shade in my crease. Okay, so I just cleaned my under eye area a little bit and I applied some mascara. And I feel like I need a little bit more blending on my lower lash line, but I'm going to do that with a clean brush, actually, because the line is a little bit harsh and I don't want... Okay, and now because my skin is in a good condition, I'm going to be using Eau de Teint by Chanel because it's very glowy and I feel like using it right now. So I'm just putting this on directly onto my skin, which is something that I usually hate. But with this foundation, if you put it in the back of your hand, you're going to waste a lot of product. And if your skin is not in the best condition, or if you feel like you need a little bit more coverage, go ahead and use a foundation that has higher coverage. Right now, just I feel like I can get away with Eau de Teint. And I really like this foundation because it's very moisturizing. It looks a bit pale when I'm applying it now, but 20 minutes later it's going to set and it's going to be exactly my skin tone. Right now I'm using this foundation in light because medium light is way too dark. And now I'm using Chanel's bronzer just to bring some color to my face. Okay, so I almost forgot, but I'm going to be using a little bit of concealer just under my eyes. And this is the same Chanel concealer that I used on my eyelids. It's number 10. Now I'm going to be using my favorite setting powder, and this is by Givenchy, and this is Prisme Libre in Mousseline Pastel. And I'm going to be using a beauty blender to set the under eye area. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of blush, but I'm going to apply the blush right here. Not on the apples of the cheek, but right here, almost like a contour. Because again, I want that kind of a more vintage effect. And I'm applying a Chanel blush. Before that, I applied a little bit of powder bronzer and I used the Givenchy bronzer. And everything is going to be in the description box. So I'm just swiping the blush on top of the bronzer, because this is going to sculpt my face even more. Okay, and now I'm going to use a little bit of highlighter, and I'm going to be using my favorite Dior highlighter in number 02. Also down the bridge of my nose. And I really love this highlighter. It's my favorite highlighter. I'm going to do a little bit my brows, and I usually don't do my brows. The only thing that I use for my brows is a little bit of setting gel, and sometimes I fill them in a little bit with a Dior pencil. I'm going to write that in the description box. But just a little bit in the in the beginning because I have quite big brows. And finally for lips, I'm going to be using one of my new Guerlain lipsticks that I got during the Sephora sale, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. Okay, so I think this is going to be the lipstick. So this is from the new holiday makeup collection, and I really like this color. And this is 96 by Guerlain. Okay, so I think this is going to be the finished look, and I only need to do my hair now because it doesn't look good, but I'm not going to have time. Probably I will not have enough time to come back and show you how my hair is going to be. But anyways, this is the look, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below what you think of this look, and I hope to see you in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe and give me thumbs up because this helps my channel a lot. Thanks a lot for joining me in this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!